Is the Warriors' legacy over?
We're gonna get some people mad.
Would you like to start?
Listen to all my Warrior fans. The short answer, not yet, but very, very, very soon, in my opinion.
Why is that?
Because I think, I'm gonna explain why, but personally I think they got 1 or 2 more years left in them. And I don't think that's including this year. I feel like this year is a fall off year for them, and I think they're gonna come back. And why do I say that though? I say that because look, okay, we know Steph is Steph, right? I think Steph is obviously Steph is good this year. I don't think Steph's falling off next year though either. I don't think Steph is getting out of his prime, if you want to say it, even though he's old, for another 2 years at least, you know? So that's irrelevant. Now go to Klay. Don't get me wrong, Klay's playing terrible this year. He looked like he should be taking out the trash instead of shooting the threes. Klay's playing terrible. He dropped 40 the other night. But other than that, I think he's had so many nights he shot 20% three-pointer. Westbrook had a higher three-point percentage this season than him. Like, bro, come on.
I know, that's crazy.
That's not Klay, bro. That's not Klay. Do I think Klay's going to stay like that, though? No. I think it was based off his injury. I think when he was injured, I know a lot of players still shoot when they were injured. I don't think Klay practiced at all. I don't think he did shit. So I think he's just off. I think, though, give Klay another year, and I'm not saying he's going to be a top shooting guard again, but he's at least going to be top 5, top 6. Like, at this point, we literally debating, should Jordan Poole start over Klay? Like, that's unheard of if Klay's at his peak. You feel what I'm saying?
I think we all know Curry's going to be retiring in like 5 years. Like, so Jordan Poole's obviously like lined up, you know,
he's
for
like
a spot.
next to take over.
But back to Klay, already like, how old is Klay? Like 30, 33, 34?
No, he's getting old.
He's getting old. And like, most players, you know what I'm saying, that were great, that one injury kind of like, you know, put a setback in their career.
Back-to-back injuries. Like, it's not like Kawhi where he got injured that 1 year and then 3 years later.
Here's the thing, Klay was never an active player, right? The only thing you need Klay to do is shoot. Yeah, Klay used to dunk here and there and be aggressive, but you don't need it. It's a nice plus, but you don't need it. So I generally think.
But to shoot, it's going to take a lot of strength with your legs, especially how much they shoot.
Sure, but it's not the same as constantly driving in the paint aggressively. I think it's a little less than that. So that's why I feel like, not this year, but I feel like if Klay picks it up next year, right? Even if it's towards the end of the season this year, if Klay picks it up next year, I think the Warriors start looking better. But
do you think Klay will be that two-way player that he wants?
That's what I'm about to get to. This is the biggest but. It's not just Klay. Yes, Klay would be nice. The biggest reason Warriors aren't succeeding this year, but I think they'll succeed next year, is their defense. Their defense is terrible. And I think everyone knows their defense is terrible, and they'll be stupid not to pick up a few defenders in the offseason. They lost Gary Payton for whatever reason. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that was a really big loss. But I think they're going to be smart enough to pick it up.
So you don't think Klay and Draymond will defend at that high level that they
Draymond will? I think
Draymond will.
Klay, I don't know, because of the injury and stuff. I don't think he's as agile as he used to be. I don't know if Klay will ever get to be that top defender again. That's why they need more new defenders. You feel what I'm saying? So do I think they can get to that point? Yes. But do I think it's going to last? How long is the Warriors' legacy going to last? I think maximum either the year after next year or the year after that. Probably not even that far though. Because I generally feel like the moment Curry starts declining the slightest is up. And people might say, but Warriors have a great young core. Look at Jordan Poole. Y'all paid Jordan Poole $30 million. Who the hell told you to pay Jordan Poole $30 million? Y'all gave Wiggins, what, like 27? They're good players, but now y'all have no room to sign.
I think it's just due to the fact that because Jordan Poole, he made such a good impact last year to where Jordan Poole is 21, 22.
Sure, but
he's young.
He's not even an all-star.
But I think that's the reason why they, decided to take that risk.
Sure, but why take? It's not even taking a risk. It's the fact that you could have got him for cheaper. You just paid him to be nice, sure, but why not pay him 20 and then have money to sign another good defender, have money to sign another all-star if needed, have money to sign another shooter if needed? Defender. No, now they have nothing. They have nothing. So Curry retires, and say Curry retired in 3 years, right? Now all they're left with is Jordan Poole and Wiseman. We ain't gonna talk about Wiseman.
Yeah, Wiseman. I ain't gonna lie. I personally don't think Wiseman is a good fit.
Jad made some amazing points, man. Matt, what's your points on
for starters? Let me start with every player. Okay, the legacy wise itself, I personally don't think this season. It's still a little early to tell because I remember last season we were just like, oh, I don't know how we feel about them. We had either like Phoenix or not my top 2 option, not even top 3, low key. only because they lost their bench last year was solid. From the Gary Payton, the defense is dog shit. Curry, I have nothing to say about Curry. I enjoy watching him play. Not a Curry fan, but like I respect him.
So do you think the teams like the Celtics, Philly,
Celtics will fucking mop them, and I personally believe Bucks. If it was like Bucks and Warriors in like a 7-game series, I have Bucks in 6.
6?
Yes, maybe even 5.
Do you agree, Jack?
Gotta be 5.
5 is
Like,
crazy.
I think.
Well, okay, if it's this season, then 5. If it was last season,
Yeah, not last season.
last season, then Bucks in 6. I personally believe if Chris Middleton, everybody's gonna give me shit for this, but like if Chris Middleton did not get injured last year, I honestly think it would have been Bucks and the Warriors.
But the thing is, the position was mentioned a little over last year, and the Warriors were still able to win a championship.
You know what the difference is, though? Here's the difference. I got 2 things. Number 1, the first thing I'm going to say is Steve Kerr. Listen, to all the delusional Warriors fans out there who think y'all going to last for the next 6 years, whoever I'm talking to on TikTok and whoever I'm talking to named Sebastian, this is not going to last for 6 years, okay? Because Steve Kerr said himself, we realize that we're getting old and we realize this isn't going to last forever. We're just trying to utilize our last years. You don't believe me? Search up the quote. He said it. So Steve Nash said it himself. So we know it's coming to an end. But number 2, I'm going to say, is because I feel like personally, we're getting to a point in basketball where players are getting so much more offensively talented. I feel like we have so much more offensively talented players across the NBA than we've ever had. We're way through the season and we have so many people averaging 28 plus, when usually we've only had 1 or 2, you know? Now we have niggas like SGA averaging 28 plus, and he's still probably not even top 10 in most people's
list. And the thing is, you would think that's so like difficult, and it is. Like for you to average 20, bro, for you to even average 80 points in the NBA is already hard enough.
Yeah.
So
for 20, is that overpaid? Sure, it's overpaid for Gary Payton, but listen, if you just give Poole 20 instead, which Poole would take, because Poole's not a 30 million player. 30 million players are at least an all-star. Poole's not even an all-star yet. If you give Poole 20 and give Gary Payton the extra 10, he's staying with the Warriors. That means that would bring him to his 20. I don't know. Long story short, they're getting old. I don't think their legacy is going to last. I'm going to let they talk for now.
Tell me my final question. Do you think Poole is going to get an all-star this year?
I don't know this year.
Because that's what I'm saying. There's so many good offensive players that even Poole averaging, like, I don't know what he's averaging, but I'm just going to guess he's averaging somewhere around 20. Around 20. First of all, at the start of the season, he was not start of the season. Mid-season, he was doing really like iffy. He had really off games and then good games. So I just feel like because there's so many good offensive talented players, there's only 5 guards from each conference? 5, 6, 7 guards?
7 guards.
Poole is nowhere near 5, 6, 7 top guard in the West.
Not at all. No,
sir.
I don't even think 10, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't even think 10. No, sir.
Playing with Clay, bro. I love Clay, respect Clay, but he needs more time, but don't put him top 10, in my opinion. Like, respectfully, I'm putting Lauri Markkanen over Clay. Right now? Of course. Right
now?
Dude, have you not seen him play? Have you not seen the Jazz?
Y'all thought the Jazz was going to be ass.
I thought they were going to be ass. I'm not going to lie.
Where are they at now?
Lauri Markkanen is balling. I think that should be an all-star right there. And I have him over Clay. Nobody can tell me of this season why. Overall, as a player, obviously I'm taking Clay, but for this season,
I do agree. Clay, I feel like Clay needs more time. I feel like the injury has really made an impact on him.
It's like 2 ACLs, right?
Yeah, 2 ACLs, and that's that.
And it's back to back, bro.
And that's a really bad injury, bro. Take Derrick Rose for example. He couldn't come back from that.
There's only one player in the history of the NBA that tore ACL and came back the same, and that's KD because he's different. Yeah. But like everyone else, bro, Clay tore his ACL. Curry's getting old. Draymond's getting old, and the young players are cool, but they're nothing crazy, and they only have. One young player that's really actually good? Mm-hmm. I don't see the legacy lasting. I don't.
I say give us the year after what you have said. Like, I don't see them once it's like 2025, bro. I have a sense there might be some drama with Draymond and like the Warriors. Like, not saying there is drama, but like I'm just sensing it because like now they're just trying to debate of what they should do. Probably more people want more pay. I don't know what Jordan Poole's gonna do because like if he doesn't do good the next 2 seasons, he will not get the pay he wants.
I don't know if y'all seen a quote Curry said though. Curry said a quote the other day when a reporter asked, and he basically said that it's kind of interesting thinking if he would be able to play in Charlotte 1 year before he retires. and wear 30. That's what his dad did, and that's his hometown.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be interesting. See Curry leave within 2 years, and that'd be
interesting. That'd be interesting. But look, man, I ain't gonna lie. They made some good opposing points, man. Like Matt said, bro. The Warriors, the defenders, like Jab said, the Warriors, right? It's like I do see them winning maybe one more championship, one more.
I'm gonna say about Draymond. Draymond is a vital factor in the Warriors
He really is.
roster, and I don't want to hear no.
He's without Draymond, the Warriors they're not.
They will not.
I was just telling him earlier, Draymond is one of the best non-point guard facilitators of all time, hands down. Like you can't argue that. You can't argue that.
So it doesn't last, you know what I'm saying, forever. So of course, you know, there's teams that's coming in that's trying to take the Warriors spot. We all know that. So
and kudos to the Warriors.
In 3-4 years, their legacy will come to an end. But they'll I feel like they'll hands down be a team that will never be like forgotten. Like
hands down, like
you know what I mean?
Curry really changed the aspect of like shooting. Like if the Warriors win the 5th ring, aka Curry, I'm not having him top 3.
Curry can't be top 3 in my opinion, simply because he started his legacy too late in his career. I think because the first 6 years of Curry's career, 6-7 years, he was damn near unheard of. Like he was heard of, but like he just wasn't him. He wasn't really like a fear.
And a lot of you Warriors fans, y'all didn't even know who the Warriors were before 2013. Yeah. I guarantee that.
So
I know these niggas did not know who the Warriors were.
I think 2014. That was when I heard of Curry. 2013, I heard of them because they beat the Nuggets when they were a 6 seed. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, Curry is top 10. Even if he wins another ring, 5 rings, I'm not putting him past Kobe, Will, Kareem.
LeBron, of course.
LeBron, of course, bro. I don't give a fuck. Rings, bro.
MJ.
There's
so many great players. There's so many.
I'll put Curry in 10 simply because if anyone says Curry is anything, Curry's either the first or second best point guard of all time. Anything other than that is disregarded.
Yeah.
So Curry's top 10, but I just can't put him top 3. I don't know.
Enjoy the video, man. JC Talks. Y'all have a good day. Peace.